Hi guys, welcome to Natalie Bucel Yoga for Holiday Stress. This practice is titled Missing Loved Ones. So, Christmas time can be a challenging season for people that have lost a loved one, or maybe you just can't be with a loved one right now because of COVID. The Bible says in Psalm 147:3, He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. We tend to hold our emotions in our hips, so this practice is a huge hip opener. So don't be surprised if you feel emotional or even start crying during this practice. Just go with it, release it, and think of it as a cleansing for your body, mind, and spirit. So let's go ahead and get started, and I want you to sit with one foot in front of the other. So you're not actually putting any pressure on either ankle. And sit up nice and tall, and then I want you to look over your right knee, and then exhale, lean over into the first stretch. Now notice if your left hip is wanting to come up off the mat, and just don't go down as far if your left hip is really coming up off the mat. So just kind of gauge with your hands. Nice deep breaths here. You're going to feel it right here. It's a very unique stretch. It gets some muscles that we're not really used to using. Good. One more breath on this side. Good. Slowly walk your hands back towards your body. Sit up nice and tall, and then position yourself over your left knee, and then walk your hands forward. Again, notice if your right sits bones are coming up off the mat. If so, don't go down as far. Just listen to your body. Deep breaths here. And you're going to feel it right here in that lower back, starting in that right hip area. Good. One more breath here. All right, walk your hands back towards your body. And I'm going to turn long ways on my mat. So we're going to do a seated figure four stretch. So I'm going to start with my knees bent and my feet are on the mat. And then my hands are going to go back behind my body, fingertips facing me. Cross over your right ankle over your left knee. If this is enough, stay right here, or start moving your left foot in towards your body until you find an awesome stretch. You can also have your fingertips pointing away from your body if that feels better for you. And keep your right foot active, so I'm pushing energy through the balls of my feet. Make sure you're sitting up tall here. Keep your elbows soft. Good. One more breath. Exhale and release. And let's go ahead and do the other side. So again, my fingers are coming back behind my body. Both knees are bent. This time cross your left ankle over your right. My foot is active. And then start moving your right heel in towards your body until you find a nice stretch. Again, you can point your fingertips towards your body or away, whichever feels best for you, or a combination of both. Make sure you're sitting up tall, elbows are soft. And you should feel this in your left hip at this time. Good. One more breath here. And exhale, release. Okay, we're going to do a cobbler's pose. So bring both of your feet in as close as you can to your body, and the soles of your feet are touching each other. Just let your knees splay out to the side. And we're going to interlace our fingers and put them underneath our feet. And pull your chest through your arms here. Let's take a few breaths just right like this. Good. Go ahead and release the bind. Undo your fingers. Can't get my words out. And then walk your fingertips forward. And you're bending at your hips here, not your waist. Just stay here and breathe as far forward that works for you. Listen to your body. Your body is boss. I'm just the guide. And then go ahead and release. You can bend at your waist, let your head drop. You can come to your forearms if that's available. One more breath here. Good. Release and walk your hands back towards your body. All right. Go ahead and bend your knees and have your feet about a foot away from your bum here. And your hands are coming back behind, fingertips facing your body. And we're just going to do some windshield wiper knees here. So I'm dropping both knees to the same side. My feet are still on the mat. Good. Just a few more here. Good. I'm going to cross my ankles here and do a really fancy move because we're going to get on our bellies. So I'm just going to roll over my cross leg so I can lie down on my belly. So you go ahead and get situated. I'm going to move my mic. And we're going to come down to a Sphinx pose. So my elbows are underneath my shoulders. My arms are parallel to each other. Your wrists are going to want to come in. Make sure you're keeping them out and straight. That is a shoulder stretch. From here, root your pelvis down into the mat and the tops of your feet. So my knees are actually coming up off the mat. This is an active pose. This is a back bend. I'm just looking forward. Good. One more breath here. Okay, I'm going to parallel my left forearm to the front of my mat, like so. I'm going to bend my left knee so my foot's in the, my right knee so my foot's in the air. And then my right hand's going to come around and grab it. And I'm going to push it down for a quad stretch here. Notice my elbow is in the air. It is quite windy out today. Good. You should feel this all in your front thigh. One more stretch here. One more breath. And release. Let's do the other side. So parallel your right forearm to the front of your mat. Bend your left knee so your foot's in the air. Grab that foot with your left hand. Quad stretch, other side. should feel this. It feels really good, especially if you are a walker or a runner. It feels good to stretch out our quads. Good, and release. Come back to that Sphinx pose here. And I want you to lift your right knee up. And we're just going to stay here and breathe. And if you're finding that this is a little too intense for you, you can splay your elbows out to the side and release your head down to your hands. It's a little bit less intense. Or you can stay in Sphinx pose. Good, one more breath here. And release that right knee back down. And let's do the other side. So bring your left knee up. Good, a few breaths here. Again, if you're finding this too intense, just bring your head down, resting on your hands. Or stay in Sphinx pose, or a combination of both. Good, one more breath here. And release, bring that left knee back. And from here, bring your palms back towards your chest and let's come to tabletop position. And I'm going to bring my wrist about 3 inches in front of my shoulders. So I'm not in alignment here. I'm going to tuck my toes under, push back, down dog. Good. Go ahead and pedal out your feet, stretching the back of your legs, your soles of the feet, your toes. Good. All right, come to stillness. And we're going to lift your right foot off the mat and bring it through your body and place it by your right hand and drop your left knee to the mat, low lunge. All right, notice your posture here. My left knee is at an angle and is not directly under my hip. All right, good. Stay here. This is a great hip flexor stretch in your left hip. Good. Now walk your body back to a half splits. Now notice if your hips are wanting to twist here, keep them square to the front of your mat. Good. Inhale, walk forward. And exhale, walk back. So we're inhaling hip flexor stretch, exhaling hamstring stretch. Good, a few more times. Inhale and exhale. This feels really good. Inhale and exhale. Good, okay. We're going to do lizard pose. So walk your right foot off your mat and my foot is at a diagonal the same direction as my knee. So this is lizard pose. Both my hands are on the inside of my right foot. You can stay right here or walk down to your forearms. If you come to your forearms, put your palms together and try to even out your weight on both arms here. Again, this is a huge hip opener. I told you we're going to be opening these hips today. One more breath here. Good. Exhale, plant your hands on the mat, tuck your back toe, and we're going to come back to a down dog. Good. Stay here. Pedal out your feet. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. All right, let's do the other side. So inhale your left foot up. Exhale through your body, left foot to left hand. And then lower your right knee down to the mat. Okay, we're going to stay here. Watch your postures. Your right knee at a diagonal, or is it directly under your hip? If so, it needs to be at a diagonal here. We're doing a big hip flexor stretch in your right hip. Good, stay here. Your back toe can stay tucked if that feels better for you, or you can release it down. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. All right, let's walk our hands back for a half splits. Notice your hips. Are they square or are they starting to twist to one side? Good. Notice if you're stiffer on one side or the other. I am way stiffer on my left side. Good. Inhale, walk your hands forward, hip flexor. Exhale, walk your hands back, hamstring. Good. Inhale, walk your hands forward. Exhale, back. Good. Notice if you're twisting, keep your hips square. Exhale, back. And notice my back is straight here. I'm not slumped over. Keeping my chest as open as I can. Good. Let's do one more time here. Exhale, head back, half splits. All right. Walk your hands back up, and then your left foot's coming off the mat at a diagonal, the same diagonal as the direction of your left knee. Both hands are inside of your left foot. This is lizard pose. You can stay here or drop down to both forearms. Press the palms of your hands together. Try and even out the weight of your forearms so you're not putting all the weight in the right one. Good. One more breath here. Good. Exhale, plant your hands. Tuck your back toes, step back, down dog. Observe your body. How are your hips feeling right now? Mine feel very loose and open. All right, go ahead and come down to your knees. And we're gonna lie down on our backs for some supine twist. So I'm gonna move my microphone. You go ahead and set on in. And again, I like to cross at my ankles and just roll over. All right, so we are lying on our backs. Bring both knees to your chest. Extend both arms out wide to a T. My palms are on the floor. Stay here, take an inhale. On your exhale, drop both knees over to the right. Inhale, both knees back to center. Exhale, both knees to the left. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Good. Keep going on your own. Really listening to your body. And next time both knees are over to your right, just stay there. We're gonna linger on this side. Both shoulder blades are yearning for the mat. Good. Next time you inhale, bring both knees back to center. And exhale, both knees to the left and stay here. And breathe. Good. One more breath here. And on your inhale, bring both knees back to center and stay for the exhale. Good. From here, extend your left leg long on the mat. I kind of scooted down during those twists. And we're going to do a supine pigeon. So bring your left hand holding your right foot, and then my right hand is kind of supporting and pulling my right lower leg here. So both my feet are active, so I'm putting some energy in my feet. And typically we do pigeon the opposite way. So if we flip over, this is what pigeon would look like. So this is a gentler variation of pigeon. Good. Let's hold it for one more breath here. Exhale, release. Bring both knees to your chest. Good. Let's do pigeon other side. So extend your right leg long, heel to mat, and then your right hand's holding your left foot, and my left arm is just kind of pulling my leg in towards my chest. Both feet are active. Good. I'm still breathing. Nice, slow, deep breaths. One more breath here. And on your exhale, release your left leg long, heel to the mat. And let's come to corpse pose for Shavasana. So you can let your feet splay open. My arms are down by my sides, but my palms are up, facing the ceiling. My eyes are closed. And just take a few breaths here. Letting your body absorb all the great work you've done today. You are welcome to stay in Shavasana as long as you would like. And if you're ready to get on with the rest of your day, bring your knees to your chest, cross your ankles, and roll up. So you can be sitting up with me or still in Shavasana. Either one is fine. And just want to remind you of Psalms 147 verse 3. He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. I wish you a very Merry Christmas and God bless.